Hello there, and welcome to day 9 of Reinventing Your Career. When you're changing careers, the story you tell becomes more important than ever. So it's really important that you get clear on what your career story is, and that's what we're talking about today. So, welcome. If this is your first time joining the series, I am doing a 30-day series helping you make a career change before the end of the year. It's called Reinventing Your Career. I'm Lisa Appia, a certified career strategist and executive coach, and I help mid-level to executive professionals to make career changes, get promoted, increase their influence, and make more money. So when companies or hiring managers are hiring, they're hiring for a reason. They have a need at the company. There is a problem that they're trying to solve. They're thinking in their minds, if I'm bringing in this person, if I'm making the investment in this person, what's in it for me? What are they going to get out of going through the whole hiring process, out of bringing you and onboarding you? What is the value added? So it's really important that you be able to tell a compelling story that demonstrates the value that you're going to bring to the company. Because really, hiring managers don't need your whole life story, they don't need your whole background. They want to know why this next move makes sense for you, for them, what problem you're going to solve for them, and why you're the best fit. That's basically what they want to know. So if you're someone who's all over the place, it's noticeable. You feel it, they're going to feel it, and that's probably why you're not getting callbacks on your applications. So your story is how you create that clarity, you build that confidence, and you show alignment between what you have to offer as a professional and what they are looking for. So I shared part of the story when I was talking about transferable skills, but I'll continue with the same example. One of my clients who made a shift from higher education and she landed a role in more like social media content management. So she had worked in higher education for many years. She was supporting students, writing program materials, running workshops, but she wanted to make a shift more into social media content management. And she didn't know how to make the pivot. She didn't know how to make it make sense on paper so she could actually start landing interviews. So that's why she reached out to me, and we worked together to help her make this career transition. When we looked deeper at the work that she had done, her communication skills, her project coordination skills, her strategy, and her approach to the work that she did, I realized that we could definitely reframe her experience into content management by using her transferable skills. And if you missed the session on transferable skills, I talk about this in detail in day 7. So basically, we took her experience. For example, she had experience in designing course materials. We connected that experience to content creation and instructional design. We look at her experience in presenting lectures and workshops, and we connected that experience to communication and audience engagement. So basically, she did not need to start from scratch. And that's a lot. That's it. People tell me this way too often. They think, okay, I'm doing a career change. I need to start from scratch. You don't need to start from scratch. You have experience, you have value that you offer. Leverage that to be able to make the shift. In some shifts that are like, if you're making a drastic pivot, for example, into an industry that requires certain level of education or certification, then I can understand why maybe upskilling or further education is necessary. But for the most part, when you're changing roles or you're looking to make a shift in a similar or somewhat relatable career, you don't necessarily have to start from scratch. You just need to tell the story differently. And within a few weeks, my client was able to land her role as a content manager, and she's still in that role right now. But basically, if you're changing careers or thinking about it, I want you to know that you do have experience. You do have a story that is compelling to an employer. What you need to do is to find what I call the common thread. And that common thread is your transferable strengths, the themes within your experience that show up in every single thing that you've done. So think of it for yourself. What is the common thread in all your work experiences? Even if you've changed careers in the past or your work experience is very diversified, I have some people who have I have a YouTube video actually where I talk about this, and I get some comments sometimes where people are like, "Oh, I'm a nail tech and I'm also a pharmacist. How can I speak about both things at the same time?" But there is often, very often, even if they're very different roles, there is a common thread. And I was going through the comments with this person and we were doing a back and forth, and we realized that the common thread for that person was customer service, being able to work with people and build relationships. And that was the common thread that they were able to bring into developing their LinkedIn profile for a career change. So there is always a common thread in your experience. There's always transferable skills and transferable strengths that you can bring into your new industry. So the challenge for you today is, what is your common thread? Take some time to reflect. If you have not been following the series, this is the first day that you're joining us, go back on the previous sessions, because it will help you understand how to look at your strengths, how to look at your skills and tie them to the need that the company has, connect them to the job poster, and then it'll also help you learn how to identify your transferable skills. So that is the challenge for you today. Find your common thread, reflect on it. You can follow and subscribe to my accounts to go back on the previous sessions of Reinventing Your Career, and this will help you to be able to do so. All right, have a lovely day.